Now often I go to great lengths to get a chart looking just right, and so then I want to be able to protect the chart so that users can't accidentally or otherwise screw up the chart. But I can't protect the chart entirely because I need to be able to allow users to change what's being plotted but not actually screw up the chart. So this particular piece of code is going to let you see how you can protect the chart and how also at the same time you can allow the user to change the area that's being plotted, but because maybe it's 12 months rolling or something like that. Okay, what I'd like to do is go back to my Visual Basic code, and of course you can type the code if you like, but I want to grab a copy of this sub-procedure called change source, and I'm going to take a copy of this and put it in my Visual Basic editor. Now, something to notice here also is I've also named the sheet chart data. So you need to name the sheet chart data so that the code can find the worksheet called chart data. So I'm declaring two things. I'm declaring my worksheet and I'm declaring a range. I'm setting my worksheet as to the sheet called chart data. I'm then setting my range to an application input box, which actually pops up and prompts the user to select a range to chart. And it has a title, chart data. And the type is a type 8, which if you look back earlier in your notes is a range. So the user will be prompted to select a range to chart, and then the sheet will be unprotected. And if there was a password, I would be going space, double quote, and putting the password, if that was the password. But I don't have a password, so it just unprotects the sheet. Then it activates the one and only chart on that sheet, and it basically refreshes the range, the source range, and then it turns around and re-protects the sheet so that they can't screw it up. So let's have a look. I'm sitting in this particular sub-procedure and I press the key F5 to run the code. Here is my application input box with the title and the prompt we discussed. So it wants you to select a range to chart. So I might select the entire range A1 to C4. Now when I go OK, it updates the chart. Now the thing to notice is if I try to click on the chart, I can't because it's been protected. In fact, the entire sheet has been protected. But if the user wants to update the chart and plot a different range, I would simply run the macro again, F5, and I would select maybe A1 to A4, hold the control key and select C1 to C4 if I just wanted to plot the net figures for these particular high, medium and lows. So I'll go OK. And there it's plotted just the net figures. And again it's protected. So this is a very handy way of just quickly unprotecting the sheet, updating the area that the chart's plotting and then re-protecting the sheet. And if you have used a password, just put a space after unprotect and in double quotes put the password and then repeat it down here. Put a space and in double quotes re-protect the sheet with the password you desire.